The views and comments expressed on the following radio program by its hosts and their guests do not necessarily reflect the views of RMCOnAir.com or its affiliates. Listener discretion is advised.
Man, watch the time.
Stop playing with my mind.
Oh, man, no in a joke when she will want the wine.
You call me on the phone.
I know what a talking angel come down.
And now I want you home.
I tell Jackie, girl, me nah use no stone.
Action.
At a bag of mouth,
Sweet.
don't be made the girl them broke out.
Action.
At a bag of mouth,
Sweet.
don't be made the girl them broke out.
I need some action. Tender satisfaction. My chemistry is flowing. Can you cause a chain reaction? I need some action. Tender satisfaction. My chemistry is flowing. Can you cause a chain reaction?
Bedroom bully, she no want that, you know. She want a man to caress her up like so. And I make love to woman like a war them a go. Woman a ball in a agony and all out. Just hardcore loving man, you must see insane. Woman no want no man to make she feel pain. Sweet loving in the falling rain. Sweet loving a mix of hard brain.
Action.
At a bag of mouth.
Sweet.
Don't be make the girl them broke out.
Action.
At a bag of mouth.
Sweet.
Don't be make the girl them.
Oh yeah, I like that record right there. Can you hit us with a round of applause off the top, baby?
I love that song. Get it, DJ.
I ain't heard that in a minute, baby. You know what I'm saying? It's Generation U Radio, man. We back Fridays at 6 o'clock. RMCOnAir.com is the website if you're trying to stream live, baby. Generation U Radio. My name is Scott Taylor, a.k.a. Scotty Trippin' in the house with it.
Hello, everyone. This is Melanie Eke. Happy Friday. It is an amazing, it's a beautiful day today.
Can you hit her with a round of applause one time? All the homies on Inglewood Ave. She's looking great. Looking great.
Can you upgrade it?
That's true. That's true.
Oh, it's still Inglewood Ave.
Hey, know your fan base, baby. And in the house.
My fan base is Rodeo. Hey, y'all. What's up, Courtney Black, comedian in the building.
With your shirt on. You got the shirt on. It's looking great. You're looking great.
Cold today. I'm like chilly.
A little chilly?
Yeah, that wind chill.
Hey, you know, the wind chill in L.A. can...
Switches up on
I don't feel sorry for you. I'm just... And in the house, we got another guest. We got a guest in the building. I'm just playing.
Hey, what's up, y'all? Comedian Kristal Oates.
Can you hit Kristal with a round of applause?
Hey, yo.
Real quick.
Thank you, K.O.
Looking great, by the way. I like you with your straight shirt on and shit. Let me stop, man. It's Generation U Radio, man. We're going to keep it pushing real quick. We got a very special guest in the building. Can I go ahead real quick. Get on the mic, man.
Yo. Alias the Addict.
Hit him with a motherfucking round of applause one time, please.
Welcome.
Thanks for being in the building, brother.
Thanks for having me.
Hell yeah, man. Battle rappers, man. Okay, I got another guest in the building, man. Tell the people what's your name, brother.
What up? Coses, a.k.a. the battle rap Honey Badger in the flesh, Barley Sheen, White Chocolate, LL Cool J. Let's go.
Hit him with a round of applause one time. You know you've been rapping a minute when you got like 15 AKAs, my nigga. Trust me.
There's like 4 more.
Yeah, it's a couple more. Yeah, you got to prioritize, nigga. All right, hey man, we got. Go ahead and tell the people what's your name, brother. We repeat guest, man. Came in a couple
we got
weeks
Jay
ago.
Odyssey.
Want a motherfucking round of applause
Jay
one time, please.
Odyssey, what's up, Jay? Got his button up today.
Oh, yeah. Dressed up real nice.
Thank you.
Only for this radio show.
Hey man, thank you. I appreciate that. You know what I'm saying? And we got another guest in the building, man. We're gonna keep it pushing real quick. Tell the people what's your name, brother.
Oh man, I don't have a rap battle moniker to go with.
You said a moniker.
My initials are MC. I'm comedian Mike Casentini.
Hit him with a round of applause one time. I like you with your hat on, man. You got the motherfucking Puma hat. I ain't seen that shit in years. Bring that shit back.
Representing Kylie Jenner, huh?
Stop it. Hit her with a disclaimer. You know what I'm saying? Like that. Good job. You get a disclaimer, you know you did something
Expressed
right.
on the following radio program by his host.
All right, man. We got our DJ in the building one time, man.
What's happening? Happy Friday, you feel me? It's your boy Jay Swish.
The views and comments expressed.
Hit him with a disclaimer. It's all right. We getting it together, man. Keep going, brother. Go ahead.
You know,
Oh, what's happening? Is this
DJ
me? What you want me to say? You feel me? Happy Friday.
Don't forget the AY. You feel me? J-A-Y. He be at all the 21 and up clubs. He be working at all the 21 and up clubs. Can't even.
His little 18-year-old, but.
Right.
19.
Get it right.
Get it right.
Give me that 365. I'm gonna give you that.
He got that X on his hand. That's how you know. You know what I'm
saying? I'm in there though. I'm still in there. That's all that matters.
You in there though, right?
Talk y'all shit. Y'all not.
Generation U Radio, baby. We got the homie Chris Hudson in the building. Can y'all hit him with a round of applause real quick one time? You know what I'm saying?
It's always a pleasure.
Entertainment attorney.
Right. And his work clothes. He looking sharp, lady.
He do. He got the motherfucking tie on and shit.
Usually casual.
He look like he really could file that shit. Do that shit, all right? Like, I know a lot of tax preparers and niggas that do shit.
Lawyer.
He's a real lawyer, man. So anyway,
no tax preparer.
Let me keep it pushing real quick.
I hate all the tax preparers.
Shout out to everybody that does taxes and makes us money.
Taxes are big business, though.
We got Alexia America in the building real quick. Can we hit her with a serenade, a shimmy? Can I shimmy one time, please? Hit her with a round of applause. Thank you.
You gotta do the shimmy.
I'm light skinned, so it pops up in my head. You know, I can't help it. Anyway, let's keep it pushing. Hey, dog. Today's topic is a very do the cha-cha shit. We got a special topic in the building today, man. I'm gonna go. Thank you, man. It's the Loyalty Over Everything show today, man. We got some special people in the building to get this topic off, man. But you know, fuck with us, Generation U Radio. Basically, the topic is talking about loyalty, and it's talking about like when you should have loyalty for someone, when you shouldn't have loyalty for someone. How far does your love go for the people around you, man? It's Generation U Radio. We're gonna be right back after this break. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to my DJ one time. You can go ahead and keep that record playing when you're ready to spin the next one up. Go ahead and do that, man. If y'all get a chance, y'all want to check us out on our website, man. GenerationURadio.com. I got my music coming out right now. ScottyTrippin.com. SCOTTIETRIPN.com. If you ain't checking for it, fuck y'all. We'll be right back.
Damn. Right?
My chemistry is going. Can you cause a chain reaction? I need some action. Tender satisfaction. My chemistry is going. Can you cause a chain reaction?
More punch than your bowl of juice, and ain't nobody more jiggy than us. Stuff so rough it causes head rush like whoa. Give it to me, bring it here. Don't stop, girl, shake it here, shake it there. Let Money Mark get off your damn yeah. We off the chain for the whole year. So if you look good with a big old butt, live in your own crib and make your own bucks. Hit me up, TradePlus.com, and tell me where you from. Smoke out, choke out, we get off the chain like we just broke out. You don't know about me, J. Dot. When I come through, all the haters get hot. Cause I got more hoes, more dank, more cheese in the bank, more rain. My dogs on dubs, yours ain't. My dogs do whatever, yours can't. Feed them niggas, that's gon' make you get up out your seat. We don't play, we take it to the house. MIA, take it to the house. This is the way we take it to the house. Take it to the house, take it to the house. We on fire, take it to the house. Oh, we got that fire, take it to the house. Slip and slide, take it to the house. Take it to the house, take it to the house.
Okay, play with it, yo, it ain't no stopping it. SNS and we rockin' it. We gon' lock it and do our thing. It's my dream team taking all the rings. I got Trey Plus to beat and much guts in a deuce drop, flippin' news, non-stoppin'. Lost track to my side, just vibing. And JV gon' brawl with me. T-double-D, he up in the excursion, swerving all.
Oh yeah.
Who that, Trina?
I ain't heard Trina in a minute. You know what I'm saying? I thought Melanie was gonna jump out with a 16 for a second. You know what I'm saying? Melanie, you got skills? I didn't even know. You know what I'm saying? Generation U Radio, we back, man. You know what I mean? The Loyalty Over Everything show, man. RMCOnair.com. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna go ahead and let me go ahead and pass the mic real quick. I feel like I'm doing too much, man. Shout out to my sponsor, Gorilla Life Chlorophyll Drink. Can we hit him with a round of applause one time? I need my re-up, man. We gonna have to come back and get you. I'm gonna go ahead and take this break, man. Go ahead, man. Take it.
All right, so it's the loyalty over everything show, you guys. And really what we're trying to get at here, the ultimate question is, what is the extent of your loyalty, pretty much? You know, what is deserving of your loyalty? What situations or what type of relationships or what type of friendships do not deserve your loyalty, or is there an extent? So let's start in the friendship category. Let's start in that friendship lane. So I want to talk to some of our guests.
I don't got no friends.
You ain't got no friends, Scotty.
Hit me with a disclaimer. Damn. It's about a bitch.
The views and comments expressed on the following radio program by his
I got to be lonely, man. Maybe I like having no friends. You know?
So do you guys categorize your friends? Are there some friends who, you know, you're like, okay, I'm only this loyal to, and then there's other friends who is like, you know, I'll go all the way. Can you guys speak on that? Can anyone speak on the categorization?
Depends on the loyalty. I mean, there's always gonna be categories of friends. You got your homie that you can hit up to go out with. Your homie you can hit up if it's some, you might have a dude that'll go like shoot somebody for you, but he might not help you move on the weekend.
That's true.
Right. So, but is your homie that you, because there's still at least some sort of loyalty to your homie that you go out with, right? Like, I mean, so
you can't leave you outside the club.
Do you have to move? Like, what are the perimeters of that person?
It's you gotta. Everybody just kind of is in their own lane. You might have like that one down for whatever homie that's just like all purpose. But for the most part, it's kind of like you can't really rely on that same friend for all.
I gotta go back to the first one, man. So you know, shout out to all the brothers that was willing to shoot you but won't move.
Won't help you move a box.
Won't help you move no boxes. I'll take a charge for you in a second, but fuck moving.
In these streets.
I'm not touching that microwave
not
though.
With you all.
Or like girls, would you consider that loyal when you talk about going out? Nope. Like, I mean, like okay, what was the no to first off? Because you don't even know.
Get him with a disclaimer.
Hold up. I said girls.
Radio program.
So are you suggesting that girls aren't loyal to each other?
I'm not suggesting it. I'm stating it as a fact.
Hey, thank you. Hit him with a round of applause right back. You know what I'm saying? I agree with everything you're saying. What you got to say?
You got a story to share?
Yeah, I think every guy does. I think every guy has
also when it comes to men, women are not loyal. But men are the same way.
You talking about women to each other?
Yeah.
I've seen women backstab each other left and right. There's been very few occasions where I've actually seen girls like loyal to each other. I'm like, wow, you guys are really down for each other.
Yeah, but like, what do you mean by backstabbing?
Are they friends?
Like, probably have a low bar.
For example, when I was dating this one girl. And she went downstairs.
We won't say her name. We'll change her name for the.
I'm not giving her any airtime at all.
I feel that.
So her friend was over. We were upstairs. It was like a 3rd story thing there, and we were sitting there. She went downstairs for like a minute. Keep in mind, she was living with her parents at the time. Her parents were home. She was home. Everything, and her friend was right there, trying to hook up. It's like I'm talking like within a minute of her.
Well, guys do that too. I've had my girlfriend's boyfriend hit on me.
People do that in general, but I'm just
dudes
saying.
is supposed to do that. I don't know if women is supposed to do that. Hit me with a disclaimer. I know what I said, nigga. I know what I said.
Views and comments expressed on the following radio.
Well, I don't want to sound Pollyanna or anything, but I try to be loyal to everybody.
Yeah, me too.
To everybody.
And if I need to be disloyal, I don't need you in my life. Like I don't need.
It's like really bad karma.
That is.
You know, what comes around comes around.
But are you going to be like diehard loyal to everybody? Because say you don't know somebody that well.
Okay, so
you're not being a diehard.
Are you gonna get in? Like you may not get.
That's a good point. Sometimes it's about survival of the fittest, and you kind of feel like, okay, this one's mine. I don't even know her like that.
I don't.
So let me ask you a question.
I'm not talking about men. I just mean in general. Like we're in Hollywood. So
I don't think people really. I don't think people really understand what loyalty is. Each person has their own value system for what loyalty really is. You know what I mean? I got people that don't even give me a reciprocating loyalty factor. You know, I'm sitting there helping them do all this stuff, and they're just like, well, my reciprocation is just being friends with you. You know, that's loyalty.
Most of my homeboys don't know reciprocation. That's not in a regular.
When you get into jail, you learn words that you might not.
Hit it with a round of applause. Nice way to clap back, brother. That's what this show is for.
But that's a good point. When you're giving and giving and giving, and the other person is receiving and taking and taking.
That's their level of loyalty is different. Yeah.
Right. You know, I got a friend. I just hooked him up with so many things, and the dude's just like, thanks. You know what I mean? And then his whole idea of reciprocating that relationship is just being friends.
Well, what would you like from him?
Well, I would like him to pick me up at the airport without costing me money. How about them?
Have you asked him to?
Maybe you could
say
that.
Have you asked him to pick you up from the airport?
Motherfucker is an Uber driver, won't even pick me up.
That's some bullshit, man. I would be mad too about that.
Well, sometimes you gotta state your expectations to make sure they're met.
State, like, you know.
And is there such thing as maybe you have too high expectations of the person, or maybe we may be in the clouds as far as
sometimes maybe your moral bar is a lot higher than your friend.
Unfortunately,
and we find that out.
You got to know that.
Your work ethic.
You got to know that.
Yeah, I think the older you get, the more you find that out.
Oh, and you're tired. You're not gonna do as much shit as you used to.
You know what?
Anybody.
I'm good.
You get older.
I don't even fuck with y'all no more. You know what I'm saying? And you used to be a hothead, and now you just walk away. And they be like, "What you walking away for? That ain't even like you."
Tired.
You know what? I'm just tired.
My energy. You're not worth my energy.
That's real though.
So I know that Scotty was talking a lot about loyalty and the hip hop communities, and we have some battle rappers here. I want to kind of
some
get into that.
some really dope.
Yeah, what's kind of rules in your world that people could cross? Or
well, like there's some people who like will give information on other battle rappers about each other and stuff like that. Just really stupid, just low life ish. You know what I mean? And I think it's important
to win the battle.
Pick and choose. It's important to pick and choose who you really want to keep in your circle in terms of your battle rap circle, because like I very, very rarely, like me and Alias are mad cool, like, but that's maybe him and one other person like in battle rap that I could actually trust with certain information and certain things.
Oh, because they might cross a line and be like,
of course they will,
like
and they'll do it, and they'll do it, and here's the worst part about it. They'll do it just to gain more views for themselves, and, and just further their agenda and what they're trying to do, and at your expense. And that's why it's important to keep a really small circle, very tight circle.
Battle rap is savage, baby.
It's very
battle
savage.
rap savage as fuck.
Some good reality.
A lot of stuff could happen after these shows, like all the time, and people. I mean, for the most part, people respect each other, because we've learned from seeing examples of people doing it in the past, and but at the same time, there's still like every now and again a few of those dudes get through.
It's been going through lately. Lately, they've been kind of wrecking up there at some of them battle events,
Every now and again, you'll get one of those rounds that just starts off like, on June 22nd.
Right.
2003, you know what I mean?
Wow.
You already know something crazy is going to happen.
We got the screenshots. We saved the file.
I got a video from your mom's, and she's, you know what I mean? Like,
so it's a fight after that. It's like a fight.
Maybe. You never know.
Depends on what it is. And then they'll walk away. They'll be like, "Oh, it's just entertainment, baby."
Right. It's just a
no. The internet is forever.
You guys brought up a good point. I have a question for everybody in this room. I'm going to put everyone to the loyalty test. Do you have loyalty to, since we're talking about friendship as well, do you have loyalty to just the whole ideal of friendship? So, for example, say you break up with a friend type of thing. Are you going to go and tell that person's information, even though you're not friends anymore?
Absolutely not.
So, okay.
Yeah, you hold on. You got to lock that down.
Yeah, I feel like you should try to do
I'm not helping you from this point forward, but I'm not about to go dirty on you.
It's like trying to make yourself look better, basically.
That ain't my shit.
Again, that's
even if they did me dirty, I still wouldn't. That thought wouldn't even cross my mind. It's just like, why would I go back to get myself into that?
We just have some really moral, high people here, right?
Hey, but that's the thing
we
about
fail sometimes.
Ain't my shit.
We try.
Hey, let me say this though. One thing about hip hop, one thing about these guys, like that, real hip hop guys. That's part of the culture. Loyalty. If you can't be loyal, a lot of guys won't fuck with you. So like you gotta Alias, how long you been been in the scene and shit?
Since I started in the scene
1983.
Exactly. I was born
back during like the freestyle era when Cassie used to throw on a beat.
Right.
Your mom's is fat.
And hit him with the personal.
yeah. When it was like off the top. So going back to the early 2000s, pretty much as long as I've been rapping, I've been battling.
And the thing is that you gotta have some type of integrity. Nowadays, you don't really gotta have that, but like the guys that I fuck with are the guys that got integrity and the guys that also got bars. Though you gotta be able to spit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So loyalty is important in that community. I think it's important in a lot of things. Like when you in Hollywood and shit. Let me ask you, Kristal, when you're dealing with these people in Hollywood, how loyal are they?
I would say not.
I know, right?
At all, right? Shit.
It's not really a thing here.
At all. It's a climb. Let me get
you gotta be
real
careful. You have to be very careful because, and I don't even think there's a lot of intent behind it a lot of times, but Like, it's just, again, survival of the fittest, you know?
And LA is
however, I
kind
could
of
be number one a lot of
a
times.
place where in Hollywood they want to establish real friendships, so it makes it easier to kind of trample
That's not
over
really
you.
my girl.
You know what I mean?
I know.
Yeah.
Real fake friendships.
Real fake friends, but I can dog you because you're not a real friend.
Yeah.
You know?
I mean, it's
I can stab you in the
unfortunate
back.
though that it's an environment, where you gotta, have friends but still keep one eye open. Like that's really
Very
unfortunate.
political.
Very
But,
political.
there are a lot of industries. I think life is like that, but there's just
100%.
Corporate America is a bitch too.
Yep, same thing.
Corporate job.
It's not even. It doesn't even just stop there. Like I work on a movie lot. I'm not going to say for what company, but I work on a movie lot, and there's even behind the scenes, even with like the construction people and the people like that are, working in the stages and all that. Their bosses and coworkers, they backstab each other. It doesn't just stop at the actors.
It's people. It's human nature.
Insecurity.
Yeah.
No one's
That's why I run my
here
own business.
Secure.
Talk to him.
That's right.
That's 20 a gram. Hilarious. I'm gonna stop it right there, man. Reality Radio, Fridays at 6 o'clock, baby, man. We go hard, man. Listen, if y'all get a chance and y'all want to check us out and subscribe, we do this for the people, man. And we are some loyal people up here. You know what I'm saying? You got to know the difference. Some people ain't worth your loyalty, but if you got a solid group of people that's really about, what they say they about, you got to fuck with that, man. So on that note, man, support the people, support the art, support the movement. GenerationURadio.com. Turn my music up, man. We'll be right back. Let's go.
West Coast, can you feel this dirty sound? Dirty.
Jay Swish.
Dirty sound. Dirty. Can y'all really feel it? I got the East Coast, West Coast.
Boy, I've been watching you like the hawk in the sky. You are my prey. Boy, I promise you, if we keep bumping heads, I know that one of these days we gon' go get up while you talk on the phone. But see, I don't know if that's good. I've been holding back this secret from you. I probably shouldn't tell it. If I let you know, you can tell nobody. I'll tell my nobody. Are you responsible? So I'm not just hearing about. Is it my goal? Is it your goal? Sometimes I'm very good. Right now I'm not. I say yes, I say no. 'Cause I really need somebody. Tell me if that's somebody. Boy, won't you pick me up at the park right now? Up the block while everyone sleeps. I'll be waiting there with my tricks, my looks, my hat, just so I'm low key. If you tell the world, that would be weak. Oh boy, see I'm trusting you with my heart, my soul. I probably shouldn't let you go. If I let this go, you can tell nobody. I'm talking about nobody. I hope you're responsible. I'm not just here to cry. Is it my goal? Is it your goal? Sometimes I'm very good. Right now I'm not. Say yes or say no. 'Cause I really need somebody. Tell me you're that somebody.
Baby girl, I'm the man from the big B. Hey, what you gonna play round my way? Man, listen to what I gotta say. Simple thing. Don't you know I am the man? Rock show here in Japan. Have people shaking my hand. Baby girl, better
Known as Ali.
Hey, man, one time can we get a round of applause for the homies? But no, keep that playing, please. Keep that playing. Rest in peace to Aaliyah. One time. And shout out to all of the producers in the DMV area. You know Timberland's from Virginia. Don't forget that. Damn, the round of applause is loud as shit today. You know what I'm saying? Hey, shout out to RMC and everybody that's making the show possible today, man. We gotta switch up other engineers and everything, but we got a damn good engineer in here working with us.
He knows his stuff.
Yeah, he knows his thing, man. Hit yourself with a round of applause one time, Kev. Appreciate you. We're gonna get back into these interviews. You can turn my music down a little bit. There you go. We're gonna get into these interviews real quick. Melanie, go ahead and take it away.
Where you want to start, Scotty? Where you want to start?
Let's start with my man over here, please. You know what I'm saying?
Mike. Casentini is on my show on Sunday. Very funny comedian.
You know what? A round of applause.
This person in the building. Wait a minute.
I have white fans. Don't worry. You won't be by yourself.
Barely. Allegedly.
I'm looking forward to it.
Good.
I'm thankful. Thankful you having me.
Mike also, he mentioned earlier he started his own business. He has this network. Tell us about this network.
Oh, well, I started the Network Studios. You can go check it out, thenetworkstudios.com. But basically, it's a service that provides a solution for those who are interested in podcasting and vodcasting. So, effectively, we just put the damn room together, spent a whole bunch of Ks. And
racks on racks on racks.
Exactly,
racks on racks.
exactly. But that's where the future is. The future is about getting that content out to the people. So we're trying to make that happen for everybody else. But
you said it's a vodcast.
Well, vodcast, VOD, man. That's video on demand.
Excuse me, man.
Yeah.
So you
Just
provide
making
the
words up. We basically make words up and then sell that.
Make them cool. Yeah. Hit them with a round of applause. That's what I do too a little bit.
Sell that.
Yeah. So it's it's cool. You gotta do something in this world today if you're gonna be enterprising. I mean, you can't wait around and go to put a robot on that shit that you thought was gonna be the thing. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
It's like we're gonna make banks smaller, but they'll all just be automated. So it's all gonna be that's the world.
I gotta think of something. Jesus, I'm so jealous.
That's why I just keep trying to make content. We got a great show, a bunch of great shows on the network, but my show is called Black and White with You and Me, and that's a show that specializes in society and culture realities. We talk a lot about what's happening to Black people, specifically my partner Black Pedro. I don't know if he's ever been out here.
Yeah. Black Pedro with a round of applause.
How about some white people talking about black?
That would be like what Trump does.
Right.
But
that doesn't go over too well either.
No. But we try and just identify with that stuff because it's real talk. Ever since last year, January 15th, when I made this declaration that racism is worse than it's ever been, people were like, "Yo, you're crazy," and I'm like, "No, it's true. It's just you can't identify with it. I'd rather be able to see it face first instead of you just lying about it." Right. But that's the game right now. So we talk about that on our show. Very progressive.
Hit them with a round of applause.
It is. It's a good show.
Yeah. So it's once a week on Mondays. You can catch it. It's on demand, as it were. So you can catch it on iTunes and Stitcher and all that stuff. And you can check it out also. We got a website, blackwhiteyoume.com, plus thenetworkstudios.com, so you can check all that stuff
out.
out.
If you need to do a podcast or a podcast, hit them up. Their studio is legit 100.
Yeah. We got parking out front, so that's what, in LA.
Y'all got parking?
That's like
That's a big step.
That's 1,000%.
That's a great accomplishment. Congratulations.
I appreciate that.
I'm mad at the studio audience.
I appreciate that.
All right, we're going to put the studio audience on hold for a second.
We're just saying so many amazing things.
You really feel like robots are going to take over a lot of jobs.
Oh, you got to believe. I mean, you talk about Uber, right? Well, they got all these drivers right now. They're all like, oh, cool, I get to drive, I get to do my own thing. But guess what Uber's doing? Uber's going to buy that autonomous car from Google. Then what's next? They're going to take that driver that was like, yep, I get to control my life, flip it and put a robot in there and drive people around and say bye-bye to that job. That's 5 years in the making. Watch. Mark me down. Can I get a round of applause for that?
No, more round of applause. But would you be comfortable driving?
I want a light round of applause because I like how we went in there and did that shit. Very light. There you go.
But would you even be comfortable riding with a car with no driver?
If I got enough marijuana, I'll be comfortable anyway.
You're going to need a lot of weed, nigga. You can get a round of applause for that, though.
No, it's gonna be real stuff, man. I mean, that thing's gonna save a lot of people too, man. Because the cars are getting smarter and smarter. So are we. So are we. We got to be able to handle it.
I don't know. Some of us are.
Some are gonna
Loyalty question: as a entrepreneur, do you have employees yet, or
Yeah. So I also have a partner who's actually my fiance, which is kind of random. She's 25 years in the business, a voiceover talent for radio, and also works in television. And me and her both had broadcasting skills, so we put that together. It's a family combo unit that just makes it happen for people. So it's really cool.
That's a beautiful thing. My question is to you is as a leader, what do you feel a leader should do to make their employees more loyal to them?
Well, I think you've got to pay properly. I think it starts off.
You got to keep your people happy.
I mean, most people right now aren't really. They're looking to go for that number that's right at the bare minimum, and then maybe give them a couple of bucks more. And I try to put a little bit more on top, and then you build benchmarks too to reach. Right? You say, okay, we're gonna do this, and this, and when you reach this is a little bit at the end of that tunnel. Yeah. You know what I mean?
Incentives.
So exactly. So I mean,
so let me ask you this: do you do any, or like maybe you guys could jump in on this too? But like, if you're doing a group thing where it's kind of like, we're getting together for all of us to do this. You know what I'm saying? How do you judge loyalty in that? Like, this is a side note. Have y'all ever heard of the TV show Money and Violence?
No.
It's crazy. It's a dope show or whatever. But inside the show, they have like a little bit of some stuff that's going on. That's spilling over into real life. So my question is if you're doing a group project where maybe there's no money being involved and stuff, how do you establish which ones to work with and who to be loyal to?
Well, that's a tough one, man. I mean, I think
the loyalty is pretty much like it's already established. I'm not going to work with somebody that I'm not comfortable with in that sense. You know what I mean? Already, that's already established. The loyalty factor is already established before I even go into business with the.
So what do you look for as qualities of someone that you can have that type of trust with?
Making sure he doesn't have shifty eyes.
I would say.
Look you in the eyes.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
Yeah, gotta watch the body language.
And something. He's kind of a mentor of mine at this point. Lush was telling me is transparency is important.
You talking about Lush One?
Lush One.
King of the Dot. Right.
Yeah. He told me transparency is important, and that's actually a very key thing. And I kind of carry that with me in every business meeting or whatever it may be.
It's funny you say that because a lot of people wasn't fucking with Lush until they listened to him talk, and like that man's about the culture.
Because
he keeps it 100. He doesn't try to front for the camera. You can tell when you watch him.
He is exactly who he says he is.
So when you talk about transparency, you just mean like being honest about who you really are.
Being clear. If you want something and you're trying to maybe benefit from this one person, you just tell them straight up. All right, this is what it is. This is what I'm trying
you
to
want
accomplish.
out of it. Your intentions.
Worst case scenario, they don't like the idea, but at least you were real about it.
Right.
Yes.
Yeah. Right.
I'd like to also add to that list when collaborating with people. I think that you're judging that person's loyalty can depend on how they view the vision and how committed they are to the vision and the bigger picture. Because I feel as though if you are as committed to the final end goal as I am, then you're probably going to be in it like I am.
Well, you said that you had a partner, right? So like when you're talking and you're dealing with your wife, but still it's a partnership. So it's like if y'all ain't really both committed to the end game, then you can't work. So like, I feel like
that's why a lot of companies have like stock options and stuff like that to make you feel like you have ownership in the company.
Say it again. To make you feel like.
To make you feel like you have ownership in the company.
However, to make you
because they already got their stock bought out. You can't beat them because
they just have more than you.
However, on that whole note, as far as being loyal to the end goal and whatnot, that's why companies have mission statements.
Right.
And a good leader would really get into the heart of that mission and that vision and make sure that everybody who's working there understands it.
The vision.
It's because if I don't know, what the purpose of the company is, I'm clocking in.
Hit it with a round of applause one time. That's big.
Or you might be joining it just to get what you want out of it, as he said earlier, and then
I started my first hustle when I was 14 years old. I was detailing exotic cars. I was living in the Bay Area, and I saw potential with all these rich white kids that I had been meeting in the school front that I was at the time. And I said, "Oh, your parents have Ferraris and fancy ass cars." And so I convinced those parents to basically allow me to wash these cars for $200, $300, $400 a pop.
Really?
I turned that business, parlayed that business into a quarter of a million.
He really hustled because he said parlay.
$250,000. I parlayed 2 years of doing that business, and that was a straight hustle. That was just convincing people to do it. So the reality is that I parlayed each and every one of these things to where I'm at right now, and it started young. You gotta be hungry for it. You know what I mean? Like, and you gotta be alpha and run the thing. Because my business, yes, I've got a partner. Yes, I've got other people working for me. But if it wasn't for me setting the precedent and making sure that the table was set and giving people defined roles and responsibility, this shit wouldn't get done.
Right.
That's right. I feel like I need to hit him with a round of applause, but the studio audience took a break. They're actually they're at 7-Eleven.
He's a boss.
Hey man, I fuck with that though. That's real shit. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, loyalty can make or break the whole thing.
I like loyalty, and I also like currency. And they do come together at some point. You only get that money with people who are loyal to you.
That's real, especially when you're doing like a grassroots type of situation. You're trying to build that shit from the bottom or whatever. Like Melanie said, like your philosophy matter. You know what I'm saying? That's why I always say support the people, support the art. Because like I don't want people to think that we just out here trying to look good or something like that. At the end of the day, we out here for real people. You do look good. Y'all make me look good because I'm light skinned. They got the lights on and shit. I'm glowing in this motherfucker. I'm just trying to do my job, all right? But y'all look great, and y'all make us look good, and we just trying to, keep it with that. But it's not just about how we look, though. We really out here supporting people. But, I'm not going to get into all of that real quick. You know what I'm saying? I wanted to shift focus real quick. We got Jay Odyssey in the building real quick. Can we hit him with a round of applause?
Jay Odyssey.
Thank you.
Hi.
Hey.
Yeah. Got a lot of stuff in store coming up. We got a show tomorrow, actually.
Yeah.
It's going to be pretty dope. It's a blacklight. It's a private show for a girl's birthday party. It's going to be me, Danny Beretta, Coses. Got another show coming up May 13th with Robbery. That's going to be at the Canby.
Oh, Robert. Okay, he's with Music and Strength, right?
Yeah, yeah.
It's a small world, man. It's funny how close everybody. You know, Alias fuck with Renegon from Music and Strength
Is
too.
that who you were talking about when we spoke earlier?
Hell yeah, because
I was gonna hit you back and be like,
that's crazy, right? Because I fuck with Rhyme Disciples and shit. Shout out to Dirty Twan. I got a record that we mixing this weekend with Twan. That shit's about to be crazy. Anyway, we'll talk about that later.
So you're all from Southern California.
Correct.
Yes.
Right. So have you been outside of Southern California and like peeped the battle rap scene in different areas and different
This
regions?
guy definitely has.
Yeah, we actually just got back from Toronto with me and Alias. We travel together, bro.
So to the fans that don't know, these guys rap. Yo, Sai had a big battle with King of the Dot last time with the Jonai battle, right?
Yeah.
And explain on your writing process in coming up to that. That was a big battle, man. It
was first off, there was a lot of weed. A lot of coffee.
As it should be, I guess.
It was a crazy battle because there was so much hype behind it. The reason being is Jonai was like that dude from Detroit and East Coast, and he had that whole fan base, and he was getting a lot of praise, but he had just come off of what the general consensus was a loss to Disaster. Now I was coming up over here on the West Coast, and we were like the top two up and comers, at that time, they're like, all right, you guys have to meet at this point. So we figured Neutral Ground Blackout 6 was an amazing event because the Blackout theme is no one knows who's battling each other except us, the battlers ourselves. So what happens is in the club, the lights go out and a screen pops up and a Rolodex with all our names starts spinning. And then it stops on our names, and then we walk out, the lights come on and all that.
Dramatic.
I didn't know that
everybody's looking for their wallets.
It's crazy.
What happened to my wallet?
My name came up. Crowd reacts, blah blah blah. Then all of a sudden the Rolodex goes and everyone's like, is it going to be him? Because there was a lot of people speculating like it has to be.
Who's it going to be?
There was a lot of talking. There was a lot of talking.
You two needed to battle each other.
And not to mention me and him were talking mad shit back.
Jonai talk a lot of shit. Hit Jonai with a round of applause and shout out to Sean Morris from Bar Wars too. That's the homies and shit.
I love the fact that they're using a Rolodex. That's like 1977 right there.
There's some dude on his Blueberry.
Hey, that was a crazy battle though, and then Jonai's coming off of he came off of a loss on King of the Dot with Disaster. I think most people gonna say that's a loss. He had a great battle. His PG against Gutter.
Insane.
That was a classic though.
That was insane.
Can you watch this online?
That's the thing.
It's all on
YouTube.
Yeah. He had his PG drop that explosive standout performance he had right when I had my first one.
Exactly, because you did Remy.
And then we both like this. I'm talking the end post battle. This was before that. Then I had Remy after that.
Right.
And then he had another one.
That's when I first heard of you was against the Remedy
battle.
Yeah.
And so it just kept building and building, and then it just went on for like a year. And so finally everyone's like, all right, let's go. Like y'all have been ducking each other.
I would have rather. I'm gonna be honest. I would have rather him see him battle you, then battle. Like maybe battle his way, work his way up to Diz, because I feel like Diz was too much.
That's what was supposed to happen, and then Diz called him out on Twitter out of nowhere. And when Diz calls you out, you can't just say no. You just got to be like, well, all right.
Sure you can.
It seems like there's just all these different elements and all these different aspects. So like,
you gotta do your homework, Melanie.
Well, no,
do your homework, Melanie. Hit Melanie with a round of applause. I know she don't
I'm doing my
give a fuck.
homework. No, I'm doing my homework right now by asking them questions I'm about to ask. Okay.
I'm sorry. I apologize.
So, but like, right. So, like, what is it that attracted you to this whole world?
Well, when I was like younger, we're doing a documentary on battle rap right now, and this is actually the main question that we keep asking people.
Wow.
So I've answered this question probably 5 times.
Oh wow, he's like, I'm done.
He's ready.
No, basically, like, I don't know. When I first saw battle rap when I was younger, like, Idea and Slug and, Thesaurus and all that, just everybody when I was younger, I was like, dude, I want to do that. This is because I always loved hip hop, I always loved rap, but that was just such a different element to me. It was like a psychological battle. It wasn't, you know what I mean? It was like just breaking down someone's character, like, you know what I mean? In such an intelligent manner, and it's a battle of wits, and that was what really drew me to it. And then once there was a platform big enough, I'm like, okay, I need to get involved, because now I'm not 14 anymore watching this. I'm 18, I'm 19, 20. I've got to get involved. And so I got involved, and I mean, yeah, I was a little shaky at first, you know what I mean? Because you get the rust
get
off.
the nerves out there.
Because I was used to the house parties and all that stuff. Because I battled everybody, like everyone knew me at like the house parties and all that stuff. You know, because 16, 17, all that. But then once I started making my debut in the leagues, that's when everything really just like took off. After that.
Let me ask you a question.
Yeah.
How much do you bench?
You put your bid in, Courtney? I see you.
Ask a question.
It's a good question though.
Oh damn, nigga, you got fans.
What's the limit here? What'll it take to maybe get you out to dinner sometime?
It's time to play our game. Hit him with a round of applause one time. You know what I'm saying?
That's the truth.
So I don't want to interrupt this, but if one wanted to battle rap, like, is there like an open mic equivalent?
Right?
Yeah, there's a bunch of smaller leagues. Probably every town in America at this point probably has a league of
So
some
I could just
sort.
Google that.
I mean, the more technology,
you could do some karaoke and shit. You know,
I don't know. Y'all don't know about skills.
Or is it like an organization? You just gotta kind of be.
Wait, what you gonna say if you're a comedian?
You have to run into the right battles, like that pertain to you. Like, because if you just Google a random one, odds are you're probably not gonna like it. You're not gonna understand it.
You can catch
have
me.
to be like, introduced.
Speaking
That's
of
what,
that,
exactly. That's what I said. It's like
Yeah, you can catch me rapping every Christmas and birthdays.
Stupid.
Rapping gifts.
Hit him with a disclaimer.
As far as it goes.
Hey, listen, that's cool. It's cool. I'm just joking. Hey, let me ask you a question.
Jeez, here we go.
Let me jump on that real quick. So, like, if it's up to you, let me ask you. It's a two-part question. Who are the fans, requesting that you battle next, and who do you think is the natural person for you to battle next?
It's obvious now. Daylight.
Are they going with Day?
Well, Daylight called me out in his last battle.
Oh, I didn't know that.
And he.
Oh, that's props.
Some real shit, huh?
So somebody call you out, you gotta rap.
Well,
I mean, battle.
You should, because Day's respectable. Yeah, Day's respectable.
It's the same thing with what happened to Joe
Well,
and
you
I when
just said the
Disaster
last
called
guy,
him
you like,
out.
not
You know what I
really.
mean? It's like
Day's one of the
You
top
like that
dudes,
though? Do you want that then?
Well, that's the thing. I was kind of trying to take a step back. I was gonna maybe do an album, and then something happened to me.
I was gonna do my album.
No, I was. And but the thing is like, well, battling is like.
Now you gotta do a mixtape.
Like for example, I wrote 1,000 bars for Remedy. I wrote 1,000 bars for Joe and I. 1,000 bars. Think of how many bars are in an album.
Hey, that's what I was just talking to the homie. I was saying.
I can't do that math.
I was just saying, hey, real quick talk. I was just saying with the homie that's why I had a problem with Jonah's performance. I don't feel like he prepared enough bars for you. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like there was way more. And it was the same with Diz. Like, Diz is known for going on runs and shit. So why the fuck would you not have? That was my only thing. I think Jonah is one of the dopest MCs, especially in the Midwest, and I definitely give him a lot of respect. But that was my thing, is you got to prepare enough bars for this dude, man, because these dudes is going to come up for your head.
Not just that, but then like when you add in the freestyle rebuttals and all that stuff, it just brings a whole.
Hey, man, you had a great rebuttal, mid-round rebuttal in that one round.
The natural selection bar?
Hell yeah, that shit was fire, man.
So I guess that answers the next question. What projects are you working out? So the album is postponed.
Well, it is, because when you get called out by somebody like Daylight, he's probably the second, third biggest name in battle rap, like you would say. Like he's just, you have to take it. So, and a lot of people, there's a lot of hype around it. A lot of it caused by Daylight right now, because
is he going to take it? Is he going to take it serious though? That's what I want to know.
And honestly, he should. And I'm going to try to get a clause in the contract that states that he cannot be doing any antics or anything like that. This has to be a absolute bar for bar, line for line, back to back.
No shenanigans.
So what league? What league you talking about?
King of the Dot.
King of the Dot.
Yeah, I'm not doing any.
Hit King of the Dot with a round of applause for putting these battles.
Loyalty.
Yeah.
Let's
Well,
go back
the
to
whole
loyalty.
underground world.
I've turned down battles in other leagues because King of the Dot reached out to me before anybody else really did, before I was on like that. Back when I was only getting like 3,000 views, like and stuff like that.
How many you getting now?
What?
Last one's at like 133.
He said, "Don't worry about my life." Hit him with a round of applause. Let him know, though. You know what I'm saying? Don't worry about my life.
But who's counting, right? So the thing is, like, I've turned down other leagues because they came to me when I didn't really have a buzz, So, and I'm staying with them because of that.
Right.
It's just what it is.
Loyalty.
Hit him with a motherfucking round of applause one time, because that is loyalty. Because some of these leagues, it's real though. Like, if you do one battle on one league, the other league will blackball you almost guaranteed and shit. I'm not gonna mention names. And then let me switch it real quick, because we got Alias in here, and he's a respectable battle rapper too, man. I saw some of his battles, man. The way these dudes put words together is next level. Some of the top lyricists in LA, trust me. But
Did y'all bring some we can hear or anything?
They got
talk
some.
about it.
You remember when Daniel?
like
Remember when Danny came through a couple weeks ago? He had records with him too, so we played one of their records a couple weeks ago. If y'all got something, we could cue it up if we got it. But Alias, I wanted to ask you, who would you say is your next, like, who would be a good look for the next battle?
Man, I'm not sure, man.
Because I want to see y'all two battle. I'm gonna keep it 100. Not because, and I know y'all cool and shit, and sometimes that's not cool. I'm not trying to set y'all up for no messy
Y'all on
shit.
the same camp?
But y'all motherfuckers at the same caliber.
I don't Twitter tonight.
Listen. That's why I wanted y'all to be in the building, because I want to get the buzz.
Let's start it now. Talk some
start that
shit.
shit right now.
Rap some
As far as me and Sai, actually before me and Sai were ever friends, they were talking about, a lot of people were
Y'all
calling
got
for us
similar
to
styles, you know.
I don't know about you on your end, but on my end, a lot of people were like, yo, I don't know if you've seen this dude Coses. That's actually how I had heard about Sai from people being like, yo, you should battle this dude. And then I watched his battles and shit, and I was like, okay.
It seems like a natural battle, but
Next thing you know, we're getting drunk in Toronto. Real talk.
my only thing is if you battle your homeboys, man, don't do all them dumbass personals and shit.
Yeah,
Just
that's
stick
not
to bars,
really
you
my
know?
thing anyway.
Yeah.
But at the time, you know, I kind of had a little buzz going. I just battled Heartless.
Hit him with a round of applause.
If it's not personal,
His
what kind of
performance
things
in
will
that
you
was great.
hit on? What type
Everything.
of stuff do you discuss?
Hey, can you got some of them bars you can spit on them?
Be.
Oh, never mind.
On who, Heartless?
You remember any of those?
Oh Lord.
Yo, you should hear this dude battle, man. This dude puts bars together crazy.
Say,
Y'all know me, I spit, yo, so I ain't just saying that shit.
While he thinks about it, tell me,
Yeah,
like, what other stuff would you talk about if it's not personal?
Well, I mean, you could go off of physical appearance. You can go off of their name, like, you know what I mean? Like, you can go, like, for example, Jonai, his, like, Joe. Like, think of the name Jonai. I said, what was it? He doesn't need to be an R&B fan for Joe to see that I'm okay seeing JoJo catch a hook on a slower beat.
Nice.
That shit was fire.
No, but I'm just saying, like that.
Okay.
Just things like that. You got to be creative. You got to be clever.
Right.
And then also breaking down their character, like how they are as a rapper. Like, you know what I mean? Just like little gimmicks that they do in between their style that most people wouldn't see.
Have you ever actually lost a friend who went too far in a battle rap?
No, but I've decked a kid for some shit.
That's why I don't battle, man. That's why I don't battle.
This was like house party days, though.
But what about the whole sticks and stones thing?
Well,
this is the ultimate.
That was
Words
cute.
should never hurt you.
No, your laugh sound like that.
Sorry, that was too cute.
like 18, 19 at a house party. There was already like tension. And matter of fact, I freestyled about how I was gonna punch him right before I did it. If that's not enough of a heads up, I don't know what it is.
Okay, duck, dude. You should have ducked.
You ever just think about throwing a dictionary at somebody?
Make your own raps.
Thesaurus.
Some words.
Going to thesaurus.
That's funny.
I know to chuck an encyclopedia or two every now and again.
Big books.
You're gonna have to really, that's a strong book to throw at somebody.
Yeah, that's
You gotta
hard.
have-
That binder's thick.
Hard copy. Leather bound.
You guys are probably some of the more intelligent people in our society to be able to put
That's
words
real.
together that quickly on the fly.
That's good stuff.
Can you hit all of the
Jail
people,
background with
people that do that?
It's really like a whole different thought process, though. You kind of got to get in a whole different mode of the way you think about words and the way they connect and the different meanings that you can get from putting.
You gotta be
different words
dyslexic.
together. It's definitely not dyslexia. It's like the opposite of
love
dyslexia.
words. Yeah.
Genius.
Autistic. One of them.
Autistic. Shout out to 50 Tyson. I would like to see 50 Tyson versus.
Why can't it just be genius? Why can't it be something positive?
To be an autistic.
People are geniuses.
Yeah, y'all got it. Y'all handicapped.
Artistic.
I think within it was autistic savant.
Yeah, like what's his name?
Yeah, that guy.
Yeah, what's his name?
The movie? Rain Man.
Oh yeah, Rain Man. I forgot about that.
Can't even order dinner anymore. He's like,
Rain Man.
fried chicken with the spot.
Do you use your words to seduce ladies and you put poetry together?
I don't know.
Not yet, psych, right?
Is it
What was
working?
that? You've been writing poetry
What'd you
for
say?
how long?
Working?
For
Is it working?
For a long time.
Hold on, you can't get two girls in
It worked.
I know. Did he just say it?
Court, you didn't catch that.
We're going to dinner.
I don't know what y'all laughing about. What y'all laughing about? I don't know.
He about to walk out of here with both of us. That's what.
Oh shit.
What's happening?
Hey, hit Melanie with a round of applause. All right, y'all put y'all bid in. I better get my cut though. I'll tell you that.
Hilarious.
All right, I don't know where to go from there.
Awkward silence.
Cue my music. nigga.
Before we go, I know, but on the flip side, Jay Odyssey, you are working on something, right?
Yeah, I'm working on an album. It's called Zune. Is the actual project, and that's coming out June 10th. I'm also going to do an album release with that. This guy's going to be there. Danny's going to be there.
Okay.
That's going to actually be with Young Baka Productions, if you guys know Young Baka. He messes around in the Valley.
All right.
But yeah, that's like mostly what's coming up with me. I would say I stem from like poetry into rapping. So
okay.
That was where
he do straight music. So he's an artist. He do straight music.
Y'all didn't even talk to Kristal.
I'd also like to add that I got a project I'm working on too, just in case.
Bring it up.
Let's do it.
I don't have a name for it yet. I'm working on one of my main producers, X144 in Orlando. I actually kind of came up in the Orlando, Brevard County, Florida area. So my main producer's out there. I just was out there in December working on a project, and then I'm gonna go back and finish it up. So definitely
Untitled project.
Untitled.
Yeah.
Mysterious.
It's called "Don't Worry About My Life." That's the name of it.
You don't know me.
But I'll be doing I have a new single coming out called "On" that'll be coming out probably in the next month or so. I'm gonna be shooting a video for that, all that jazz. So that's kind of where the priority is right now. Battle rap's cool. I love battle rap, but music is always gonna be my number one.
Hey, Si, we gotta keep an eye on, cause like I was telling them, like what all I do, man. I'm a big fan of the movement, and I do stuff with these industry cats and shit. I'm always looking for guys that are good spitters and shit. Maybe make some recommendations so we can get him some good battles. Cause my only thing is like he be battling these dudes, they're garbage, and he's killing them so bad. It's like
an interesting battle for him would be Peanut, which I was thinking it's like total style clash. That or Madflex. And the only reason I say that is because him and Madflex are the only two dudes I really talk to in the battle scene like that. Right. Really, and they're both. I think both their styles like together would be like, because they're so different. Madflex is just so it's a lot of like choreography, a lot of movements. His is really bar heavy, really like the way like you would never think to like write words like and twist them together like that type of shit. You know what I mean? And it would just be such a crazy clash to watch. You know what I mean?
That sounds like a good, you know what I'm saying? Hey,
and Madflex has multisyllabics as well. So
yo, man, when you said do you remember the "Still the Soul Out His Body" line?
Still soul out.
Soul His Body. I can't remember.
Do you remember? What I could do with one blade will remind you of a confession booth from his whole appearance, because he'll be spilling his guts after I come clean across, and I'll be leaving a Holy Spirit.
Wow, that's
Ooh, that was Jonah, right? Yeah, man. Because Jonah had this. You remember the Christ the Second Coming? Hit Jonah with a round of applause for the Christ the Second Coming line. That was one of the coldest lines that I had heard up until.
I felt like I had to kind of like emphasize on that in the battle, and that's why I did that line. You know what I mean?
That was a great flip, man. It was a great flip. So anyway, man, like much respect to y'all. If y'all doing some music, yo, we got some of the same partners and shit. You know what I'm saying? So if y'all got some shit y'all need,
I'm always doing shows, bro. I'm like in between battles. I'm always like asking me, and I'm always doing shows with Jay, Danny. You know what I mean? We're always out and about. I definitely want to do a track with him at some point in my life, like hopefully soon.
Let's get it, man. If y'all got some 16, like I said, I got a record coming out with Dirty Twan coming out. It's called "How Do I Look?" The remix. That's just gonna be fire. We got a couple records that we working on right now. So let's get in the studio, man. Let's put something together, you know. Let's do it. We'll talk about it later, though, man. It's Generation U Radio. What I'm gonna do, cause we running low on time. We're gonna go around the room and we're gonna tell everybody. Oh, you know what? I'm tripping. Hold on one second, man. Before I do that, I got you. How you doing, Kristal?
I'm doing amazing.
Can we hit Kristal with a round of applause, man? You was on my panel. I'm not used to looking this way to do an interview.
Right? So. Kristal was interviewing today.
That's true.
She was.
Into the battle rap.
She is kind of a light-skinned legend. I'm sorry, not a
I just want to say I'm really inspired, and now I too am gonna go work on my album. I am gonna work on my comedy album.
Feature, yeah.
If you guys need a comedic interlude, I mean, we got you.
I don't even. What's an interlude, nigga?
Oh, you know, like in between songs, something funny happens.
I think so. I'm still learning my consonants.
You know what I'm talking about.
Anyway,
Okay.
Generation, you ready? Hey, listen.
Okay, so here's what I really want everybody to know. I'm super excited to be on Courtney's show on Sunday at the J Spot. We're gonna be there.
Let's get a round of applause in the room, please.
Buy some more tickets my way.
But some more tickets this
It's always so much fun to work with your friends, so it's gonna be a really fun show.
So funny and hilarious. Her,
I hope you
Michael,
guys all
Tiffany
come.
Haddish, AC Green.
Yeah, that's gonna be a lot of fun. And then my show is gonna return to the Comedy Store on May 5th.
Alan Cunningham. Who's AC Green?
AC.
A football
No,
player?
he's
at the J Spot, right?
Yeah, at the J Spot, 7 o'clock this Sunday. And you can get your pre-sale $10 tickets at funnyfirstsundays.eventbrite.com. It's more doors.
Go on in and buy those tickets because they go straight to our people. We're trying to support the people. So if you want to support Courtney, make sure that you go on there and do the Eventbrite so that she can get paid, baby.
Right.
And it's just hilarious.
You can come back to the Comedy Store. My show starts again weekly, every Thursday, 8 o'clock in the Belly Room, the C-Word show.
Shit, we knew somebody, nigga.
Oh, yeah.
what I heard. We know
Nice.
somebody.
Yes,
We gonna
every
keep it
Thursday at the
real
Comedy
quick.
Store.
Yeah. Oh, and you can see me in national commercials.
Which one? You got a new one out here?
I mean, I have a couple.
So that's what
Party
you
at
cut
her
the hair
house.
for.
It's my day job.
Right.
What pretty cool
Congrats.
day job.
Shout out your, where they can find you. Social media.
I'm on Instagram and I'm on Twitter at Kristal Oates. It's KRISTALOATES. And I guess that's it. Don't holler at me on Facebook. That's
Don't contact me. I'll get in touch with you if I want to work with you.
Hit that inbox.
I'll talk to you.
Right. I got an email, but you can't have it. Generation U Radio. We're going to keep it pushing real quick. Hey, Elias, man, tell the people where they can find you, brother.
You can find me on Instagram, YouTube, all that jazz, at Alias the Addict, ALIASTHEADDIKT. My Instagram is the business. You can follow me on Snapchat as well. It's ridiculous.
Hey, man, we appreciate you being in the building. We're going to try to build some stuff up, man. And
I promise next time I come, I'll spit some bars for y'all. We're running out of time. But...
Hey, if you got something real quick, do that, you know?
Oh, man. My sentence is simple
Hold
science.
on 1 second. Turn the music down. Do that shit, my nigga. My
messed
bad.
up the
My
flow.
bad. Do that shit.
My sentence is simple science. I sink in silence in a sense of violence. I synthesize my sicker side and simplify the fires. Center my senses on events I fenced in prior, then eventually repent within my ventures, cringe and cry it to the people. Then defy the deeds I see invited, see inside of me resides a freedom fighter, feed the fires. I speak a deeper scripture, spit the steepest, see that I don't greet the evil, peep the reaper with the sickle, sit beside us. This is an iron alliance, hunger more violent than hungry lions, lying in the dark, iron is mark inspiring. I am over being over your heads, I overloaded, overdose and overowed to the end. Ain't no OG. Yo, I'm an old genius. Here the repo was old to little old me, I mean this. My nightmares is dreamish. The sight might scare the squeamish. From bright to frightful, I'm right there between it.
Oh, kill it. Yes. There's a tongue twizzler on that joint. Sally says she feels
Whatever happened to just saying hello?
I'm trying to get an exclusive. If you want to do that, you can.
just showed right off.
Gotta be all
Sally
right.
says she
fire,
feels
dog.
by the
Yeah, we
seashore.
good.
That was nice. Thank you.
It's all
That was
good.
good. Good job.
Yeah, I hit something.
I said
I hit
thank
something. Don't piss me off, dog. You know that I'm raw with it. I'll cut off your arm and jack myself off with it. I'm not timid with Glocks clicking and shoplifting. I'm not giving accomplices a profit in it. Not an active proposition could stop me from ripping the competition in my position. I'm often living. You could try to take my crown. I know that you wanna. I feel like I'm Godzilla in a tank of iguanas. I'll have you running faster than a cheetah, wearing a pair of Adidas at unbelievable speeds of a creature. And if you ever try to pose a threat against my life, I'll beat the shit out of you worse than a trailer park wife. With a Budweiser can in my hand, feeling like a woman with no rights trapped in Afghanistan. Cause when I speak, it's deeper than a fiend's need for Benito. Not even evil Knievel would seek to defeat my cerebral, unbelievable lethal to people leaving them feeble. The weedle tweeter cerebral just for believing we're equal, and I'm done.
Ooh, that tongue can
And he's done.
Y'all see how fast that mouth can move?
Thank you.
Right.
Courtney put
Anyone
a bit
else
in.
want to rap?
That was good, yeah.
I just recently made a Snapchat, and by recently I mean like 2 days ago.
Trying to get
I
your
made a
followers.
Snapchat. Yeah, Snapchat me that taco. Shout out to young Casper.
Oh, you know Casper too. He came through the show.
yeah, what's the
Casper
shout-
came through.
What was that Snapchat again?
Oh, my Snapchat is just there's MC Psychosis, MCPSYCOSES. Yeah, he just put out a song called Snapchat Me That Taco.
He was the dude that came in and he rapped in another language.
I just snapped you, so you'll be on my snap.
He rapped in Japanese.
That man, girlfriend.
All right, hey, listen.
Last ones. And I got my Instagram finally up and I'm going at MC Psychosis on Instagram. And add me. I'm more of a Facebook guy. I know it sounds like I'm
Me
more
too.
of a VHS guy. Like it's like, you know what I mean?
It's old school, but fuck it.
It's
Me
yeah,
too.
I'm more of a Facebook person. So.
Hey, listen, man. I'm gonna definitely be, you know what I'm saying, like involved. If there's any time that y'all need promotion, and if that daylight battle ends up happening, holla at us, man. We'll help you.
Definitely, man.
Straight up.
And catch me on Alias's album that he doesn't know he doesn't know I'm on it yet.
Hilarious, yeah. That's what I'm talking about. That's what this is for. That's what this is for, man. Hey, y'all motherfuckers is dope, man. Bar none.
thank you guys.
Straight up.
That was dope.
Hey,
Odyssey.
listen, real quick. Yeah, we in a hurry. I need to say my apologies to Roscoe's. We gonna get our shit together real quick. Alexia, can you come on here and tell the people what's up with you? Can y'all shout her out real quick, man? We got Alexia America in the building. We're training her to be a producer for the show. You know what I mean? So tell the people what's up with you real quick.
Everything. Still writing, and I'm planning a comic celebrity basketball game on Saturday at Jesse Owens Park. I'm gonna be busting ass.
Where my tickets are?
You're playing in it?
You gonna play?
She can hoop while you
Really?
bullshitting.
You
Hey,
played
yeah.
against her?
I've seen her. She got a nice jump shot. That's all I'm saying. Hey, listen, thank you for being in the building. I appreciate you. We got to keep it pushing though. Hey, Jay, man, tell the people where they can find you real quick, brother.
Yeah, SoundCloud.com/IamJOdyssey, Instagram, Twitter, IamJOdyssey.
Mike.
Appreciate you. Hey, you can cue my music in the background, by the way.
Yeah, you can find me everywhere if you can spell my last name.
Right, that's the hard part.
That's the hard part. That's
Google that
Italian,
shit.
you know what I mean? Yeah, but I'm Mike Casentini everywhere. But check out blackwhiteyumi.com and thenetworkstudios.com, and I'll see you at the J Spot if you want to laugh your ass off.
Yeah.
Appreciate you being in the building, man. All of y'all, man. Thank y'all for being here. Hey, Jay, man, tell the people they can find you.
After hearing them bars, I want to get my bars up low key. You feel me?
I'm gonna still motherfucker.
You feel me? I'm gonna stick to DJ. That's your boy Jay Swish. You feel me? Follow me on the Instagram at DJ_Jay Swish. That's JAY. You feel me? Don't forget it, because they always do.
I see what your new polo on, baby.
I go shopping like, you feel me? I gotta keep them.
Hey, real quick, can I get Naya on the mic real quick, man? We gotta hurry this up, but I wanted to shout her out. Looking great. Can we get her on the camera, please? Come on in here. Tell the people what's up with you real quick.
Turn
my music up just a little bit.
Right now, just still living, trying to battle traffic. It's been really hard this week. There's more traffic going on.
Okay.
No, just hit her with a round of applause. I'm gonna pick you up. It's all good, man. Thank you for being in the building. I like your outfit. Looking great. You know what I'm saying? All right. Hey, listen. Let's go around. Courtney, tell the people
What's
where
up,
to
you
find
guys? Comedian Courtney Black, CourtneyBlackComedy.com, Courtney Black Comedy on Instagram. Show my flyer one more time, Kevin. See you guys Sunday at the J Spot, 7 o'clock. Again, tickets on Eventbrite. Thank you. Have a very safe and happy weekend.
Hey, listen, can I shout out my I shouldn't say my girl. Hey,
I know.
Come on the mic real quick. I'm gonna just stop.
Loyalty with that.
Hey, listen, she did the behind the scenes. She did the behind the scenes footage for us today, so I wanted to give her a shout out real quick. Wait. Tell the people what's your name and what's your information.
So shy.
My name is Mila, and information you can follow me on Snapchat, Mila Jade.
She's so cute. Hey, Mila.
Hey, thank you. Hit her with a round of applause. Thank you for helping us out today. I appreciate it. Yeah. I feel bad cussing. Okay, hey, Melanie, tell the people where they can find you real quick. We're trying to hurry it up for our peoples, you know.
Okay, everything you need to know about me you can find on Facebook or Twitter at Melanie C. Eke. Eke spelled EKE, and I'm also on Instagram, Melanie Chantel. That's pretty much it.
You have a very nice sweatshirt on.
And your pictures are always so
colored
Oh,
sweatshirt.
thank you, Kristal.
With the tassel on the bottom. Oh, I'm just playing.
About to slide in all y'all's DMs.
Let me stop real quick. Yeah. All the homies on Inglewood Ave and the homies in Orange County.
I'm with Courtney. I'm about to upgrade, okay? No more Inglewood Ave, okay?
Yeah, man. We do got to think of a new.
Follow your leader.
Listen, baby. Cue my music. Make sure it's loud, man. It's the Generation U show, man. Generation U Radio, the loyalty over everything show, man. Hey, listen, man. If you're a loyal person, I can fuck with you, man. You know what I'm saying? Generation U. If you get a chance, you want to check out my music, ScottyTrippin.com. SCOTTIETRIPN.com. I got the mixtape coming up, PTSD mixtape. When y'all hear it, it's gonna be fire. I'm telling you. But it's all good, man. We're gonna go out like this, man. Thank you, everybody, for being in the building today, man. LA DMV. If y'all don't remember anything else about the show, remember these 3 things, man. Support the people, support the art, support the movement. Generation U.
I'm trying to give homegirl sex in the city. Itty-bitty waistline moves with the baseline. One nigga punch, I'm fine.
But noticing me from across the room. I can see it and can't stop myself